Hi, guys. It is the day after Christmas. All through the house. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Which is a lie because I saw one earlier. The year's almost over. 2024. 2025 is coming. Really quick. Like in a week. And I think it's going to be an interesting one. I will say this, and I've thought this many times. With all the lies and all the crap that's going on, all the drama and all, everything that's happening in the world these days, there is never a boring minute. If you love drama, it's going constantly, 24/7. It never stops. And it is outlandish, ridiculous stuff. I mean, I think we've probably pushed the limits of almost everything this year. And I say that this was an 8-year in numerology. An 8-year. A 9-year is next year. And 9 ends a cycle. And Pluto just going into Aquarius this year, that is a lot. So I don't like this card because it says 10 is completion, end of a cycle, but 10 is actually a 1. It's not actually a number in numerology. So this is kind of not accurate in the sense of, so this year was manifestation, action, accomplishment, practicality, skill, business, and the ego. And I would say that my life has been on track for all of that. Next year is fruition, attainment, fulfillment, wisdom, strength, compassion, completion, and optimism. And there actually is no 10. Just, I don't know. I know. Those came with a deck of cards. And I thought they were kind of cool because they were, simple little cards. But they're not terribly accurate. Okay, so affirmation for today. My mind and body are in perfect balance. I love and approve of myself. So I would say that's probably an esteem thing, if somebody is feeling particularly low, maybe not doing as well as they probably could, feeling a little on the, I can't walk on water side. Like, somebody with a really healthy ego, like, oh yeah, I can walk on water, as a joke, but you know what I mean. So yeah, it would be, somebody who isn't feeling particularly wonderful at this time, but from like little before Christmas all the way through till New Year, energy is going to be kind of weird, just because of planets, aspects, things that are happening in the sky. So just kind of expect it. If you're not in hermit mode now, I would go into hermit mode and just kind of lay low until the energy shifts. Personally, I'm very happy with hermit mode. I don't want hermit mode to ever end. Okay, so one more time. My mind and body are in perfect balance. I love and approve of myself. Then we have the healing oracle for the day. which is vitality, green, healing green. I am a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. They say that our body regenerates constantly, continuously. That I can't remember what it is. Like there's some span of years where technically our body recreates itself every so many years. Um, as far as cells, yeah, as far as cells. The word of the day: purpose. So maybe there's a lot of it's a lot of confidence stuff today. Purpose would be finding your purpose. If you know what your purpose is, if you don't know what your purpose is, maybe you need to find your purpose. If you do know what your purpose is, maybe you need to start working on your purpose or preparing to work on your purpose. I know for me, I know what my purpose is, and I know what direction I'm going. It's the details that are a little foggy, if you know what I mean. So one of these days, I mean, the details kind of come into view. You know, they come in a little bit all the time. I see little glimpses, and that's fine. When it's time, it will reveal itself. So find your purpose, define your purpose, maybe. Make sure that everything in your environment supports your purpose. That's another one, because sometimes you realize what your purpose is, and you know what your purpose is, and you know what direction you're supposed to be going in, and you realize that your environment is not supportive of you going in that direction, and that things have to change. And when you feel that, look out, because a lot's getting ready to change. You have to have, for most things in your life purpose, you have to have support. You have to have either support me or get the hell out of my way. That's kind of the that's kind of the way it goes. Either support me or get the hell out of my way. And that's pretty much the way it has to be sometimes. And I would say there's a whole lot of people right now coming into their purpose and realizing that the people that are in their life, their friends, their boyfriend, their husband, maybe, whoever, they're realizing that those people can't go with them, cannot travel with them, cannot stand by them, and will not support them in what they want to do. So they got to go. And I think that's cleaning up before 2025. 2025's, there's going to be more cleanup in 2025, but heavily now through 2025. The angel message of the day is courage. So again, a confidence thing. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. So if you've been wanting to do something and your confidence is low, I mean, every one of these cards was about confidence today. Everyone. It was all about confidence and having confidence and knowing what direction you want to go, how you want to do it. And then the angel, or the emanation, angelarium and emanation for today. These are the angelarium cards. Those are available in the store. So is most of the cards that I read from are available in my store. And the information's in the link or in the description below. Anyway, Kushiel is the angel of punishment. Punishment, okay? Somebody's got some punishment coming. Or is being warned that punishment could come. The hunter whose prey is falsehood. Oath breakers beware. Kushiel will seek you out. Even as you stalk your own victims, punishment is upon you. Okay, I gotta show you Kushiel. This is Kushiel. Isn't that kind of wicked looking? That's like, yeah, I don't want to mess with him. No, I don't want to mess with him. He kind of reminds me of a wasp or I don't know. He's very wicked looking anyway. No one who escapes the mark of Kushiel. No one who escapes the mark of Kushiel. There are consequences for breaking your word. Oh. Oh. Yes, breaking your word is a bad thing. And I'll tell you something. You have a relationship with yourself. And if you are breaking your word to yourself, like you get up in the morning and you're like, I'm going to work out today. Or New Year's Day comes and you say, I'm going to lose 40 pounds this year. And you're going to start it on New Year's Day, which that never works. Okay, there is no magic pill on New Year's Day. Start it tomorrow or today. Don't wait until New Year's to start something, because by New Year's you could have lost, 5-10 pounds. Anyway, my point is it's bad when you break promises or you lie to your friends, your family, your loved ones. But it's really bad when you break promises or lie to yourself. So if you say, I'm going to start on January 1st and I'm going to lose 40 pounds, you better be committed to doing exactly that. Because if you don't, you are lying to yourself. You have not made a commitment to that particular thing, and you're damaging your relationship with yourself. Believe it or not, you have a relationship with yourself, and you have to take care of your relationship with yourself. You can't blow it off. You can't treat it as though it doesn't matter. If you do, then it damages your confidence. And where are we? We're talking about confidence, right? Well, Kushiel. Kushiel is talking about the oaths that we take and the ones that we break and the ones that we don't uphold. How many oaths have you taken in the last month? And I'm not talking like formal oaths, although nobody really has any dignity for formal oaths either anymore. It used to be, what do you call it? Marriage vows meant something. Yeah, now it doesn't really mean too much anymore. Some people, it means something. Some people do stand by that, but a whole lot of people don't anymore. Anyway, I just wanted to point out that I see people lying to themselves constantly, not listening to themselves, not taking care of themselves, not. You can't take care of another person unless you're taking care of yourself. You can't be honest with another person unless you're being honest with yourself. You can't do any of that stuff. And I see people all the time, including myself, trying to maintain a healthy relationship or, a good customer relationship or just a good friendship or something along those lines when I'm not being honest with myself. Okay? Bottom line, if you're going to, and I see like the biggest, okay, I quit smoking. I'm going to quit smoking next week. Never happens. What'd you do? You just let yourself down. You just let yourself down. I'm going to stop smoking tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you don't stop smoking. You just let yourself down. Yeah, and that's probably who Kushil is. Anyway, Kushil. Kushil will seek you out. Oath breakers beware. Kushil will seek you out. Even as you stalk your own victims, punishment is upon you. No one who escapes the mark of Kushil, there are consequences for breaking your word. The pieces sharpen and sink into your flesh, embedding themselves within your heart. As long as the offense stands, you will always be held in the sight of the hunter. Seeking absolution is noble, however tedious. Begin that journey with haste, lest Kushil find you first. Signs are a spear, a shaft of light, and a raven. Yeah, so basically, falsehoods, lies, all of those things are not good. And you got to remember that that includes your relationship with yourself, not just other people. Okay. So, the read. The read. We have somebody who is working. Okay. This is a professional. This is somebody who has worked very hard at their craft, and now they are a master at what they do. They do very good work, and they're paid well for their work. The problem is there's something hidden. Something hidden in this work or about this work. Or, I don't know. I'm not really entirely sure. But I think I'm going to pull on it because it makes no sense. I'm sure it makes sense to Spirit, but it doesn't for me. Oh, yeah. And I was thinking the other day, the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles can also be tarot readers. Working with your hands. He came up again today, so that's why I was... Okay, so... so it's a Tower reversed. So somebody is afraid of change. They're resistant. They're avoiding a tragedy. Or they're personally transforming. So I guess it's a time for separation. Or an illusion, possibly. An illusion. I'm trying to figure out what why the moon card came up. The moon card is not good. It's not, it can stand for a time of separation. It can also stand for an illusion, like not seeing things clearly, it can be sickness. It can be a lot of things, actually. Yeah, and it can be fear. So in this case, there is a Tower in reverse. which is somebody having a fear or a resistance or avoiding suffering or avoiding a tower, avoiding some kind of bad uh, bad situation or bad thing happening. So maybe this is a business owner. Uh, I'm thinking. I mean, a craftsman, right? A craftsman, business owner. Don't know if it's masculine or feminine. Doesn't really matter. I've got like 4 people in this spread, and we're gonna look at each one of them because I have no idea what they're doing and why they're here. Well, I kind of do. Anyway, so I'm going to say that this is probably a business. This is a business that is being run by somebody who started it. This person makes things on their own uh, by hand, uh, much like I do. And then it's saying that the challenge is, I don't know, time for separation or I don't know, personal transformation, a fear of change, resistance, loss, suffering, illness, avoiding tragedy. Um, I have absolutely no clue what this is talking about. It seems to be pretty straightforward, and maybe that's it. Maybe I'm complicating it a little bit too much, but I don't understand why. Why is it time for a separation? Why is there this illusion? Why is there a challenge to being in business and being very good at your craft? What is the challenge? The challenge, maybe if I move this card. Okay, so explain the challenge. So it's, oh, oh, okay. So it is somebody who has created something, created um, I'm going to say a business. This is somebody who put their blood, sweat, and tears into a business. We have devil energy here, and it is in the reverse. So it is not. It's not that the moon is bad. It is bad because for some reason this person is having to restore what they built. What they built was torn apart by some devil energy, bad energy, energy that wanted them to fail, wanted um, wanted them to go away, wanted them to not have anything. I've been getting this energy a lot lately. It's and actually a lot of other people are too. It's not just me. It is and I think it's part of the spiritual warfare. It is literally people who are trying to function and do their job and raise their families and go to school and take care of things, and they're up against this energy that doesn't want them to do that, does not want them to succeed, doesn't want them to. It's kind of like, it reminds me of New York City. Okay, New York City is kind of the energy. New York City is the energy that I'm seeing in these readings. It is people trying to function, trying to live their life, trying to pay their rent, which many of them cannot. Many people who, I saw a thing where a 72-year-old woman was living in her car. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of people living in their cars. Okay? We are in a time where it's very, very difficult. And we all need to band together and help each other out to keep these demonic forces, these evil forces, from gaining control. And that's kind of what this little story is here. We've got this guy who has perfected his craft. He has worked and worked and worked, and he now makes these beautiful pentacles with these pentagrams on them, which are pointed up, by the way. And he's, working very hard, and he's doing what he needs to do. But something or someone or many someones is tearing this person apart. They're doing it energetically, they're doing it physically, they're doing it spiritually, they're doing it in many different ways. Like they're causing a lot of problems for people who they don't God's children. That's who they're screwing with. They're screwing with people who have faith and work hard, and yeah. Anyway, they don't want the people who are doing the hard work and having faith and believing in miracles to excel. So they're literally destroying whatever they can possibly destroy. And if you're not aware of it, if you don't feel it, or you aren't paying attention, it can literally destroy you. Even if you kind of feel it and you don't understand what's going on, it can destroy you. You have to be very, very cautious of who you let into your inner circle, who you, and this is not paranoia. This is right now, spiritual warfare is a real thing. It's a big thing. And a lot of people are being affected by it. And if you question that, just sit down and look at the news some night and look at the state of New York. Look at New York City specifically and see what is going on there. And you can see it clearly. You can see every single piece of it if you're willing to look. If you are willing to look and you're willing to be honest about it, you can see it. Well, this is the same type of energy. So this person who is trying to build this business, or tried, it looks like they had a business and there was a problem. There was a challenge. The challenge was that somebody tried to destroy it. And it was somebody who was trying to avoid a tower. So I would say that this is probably somebody who is adjusting, working, changing. It says here, restoring, that was the word. So they're restoring something that they once relied upon that got destroyed. It wasn't a complete destruction because it's the tower in reverse. So it was a partial destruction. It was enough of a disruption to cause a problem but not destroy what this person has built. So they are diligently working to rebuild. Um, in the past, I have absolutely no idea. It was not a good partnership. Somebody, King of Pentacles. Well, I don't see anything too terribly horrible in the past, except for there was a situation where there was no marriage. It was a King of Pentacles, no marriage, and solitude, inner guidance. So it looks like in the past, the business was pretty lucrative, abundant. There was confidence, there was stability, there was power, there was success. But there was something that was going on because there was some introspection, some meditation, some inner guidance. It looks like maybe spirit got involved. And there was conflict, tension, breakdowns with friends, and leaving home. And then in the what do you call that? Subconscious. It's you need to know that what you are trying to do or what you are working on or what you are building, whether this is a new thing, this particular read is about rebuilding something. This is about correcting something. And I'm not talking about rebuilding a relationship. This is something like rebuilding a business, or maybe you started a business and you had to leave the business, but now you're thinking about going back to the business. Or possibly it could be a job. It could be a job that you were at and some interference came up and got in the way, and now you're going back to this job. But whatever it is financially motivated. It is a financial theme. It's not a relationship or a love theme. So anyway, now confidence is a little low. This is confidence is a little low. And that would explain why we had all these confidence cards at the beginning. So this person needs to find some confidence or have some confidence in themselves. They built it once. Whatever it is that they've built that was destroyed, they've built it once. They can build it again. They can do it better. They can do it stronger. And they can do it more to their liking. When you start out a business, you're kind of like, you're kind of flinging around. You really don't know like what direction. I can't even tell you how many times I couldn't find, the niche, the right slot that I fit in. And it's taken me a long time, and I would say I'm still working on that. In different areas, there's things that I've decided, okay, I don't want to do this particular thing, but I do want to do this exact thing in a different way. Or I don't want to do this thing anymore. I want to do this thing in a particular way. I've gotten quite particular. So it's kind of like a refinement, like um, you refine what you're doing. You make it a little bit better, a little bit more um, you, a little bit more you, a little bit more your customers, so that you're attracting the customers that you want. Because you can build a business and attract a whole lot of really horrible customers. No offense to any customer. I'm a customer too. Okay. But if you have a very clear cut, um, focus, and you know what you love and what you like, you're going to attract people who love things that you love, things that you make, things that you do, and all of your pentacles. This guy, his customers obviously like pentagram pentacles because he's got 8 of them here. And he's still making them. So, and in business, you are not, you're never going to be like everybody's cup of tea. You're just not going to. No matter how hard you try, and no matter how mundane or average your products are, you're just not going to. There's going to be customers who love you, and there's going to be customers that don't love you, just like people, just like YouTube personalities, just like influencers. So confidence is a little low. So reinvention, I think, here is what is important. I think getting more serious about what it is you want to attract, what it is. With most things, there are multiple different areas that you can go in. Like if you paint things, maybe you're painting flowers and your sales are not that great. Your business is not really busy or really profitable, and you change that and you start painting pumpkins or trees, or something. So okay, trees, we'll say trees, and you start painting trees, and you find that there's a lot of people in the world who love trees, and they love your trees, and they love to come and look at your trees and buy your trees. It's kind of a niche thing. And I think that's probably what's going on here. And it shows the intention is the Page of Pentacles. So this is a new beginning. Obviously, somebody has decided to start this up again. You've got the confidence, lack of confidence here in this self-conscious. But this is subconscious. It's not conscious. In the conscious, it is the tower. They're thinking about, oh my God, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to rebuild this? And will this actually work? And will this actually go well? And yeah, if you're thinking it, it's probably going to be fine. But I would definitely be open to tweaking it and making it the same but different. Or, putting more emphasis on you and your style, or your what you really enjoy, what you really like, things that you really like. And I think artist wise, being an artist, I can say selling your stuff is very difficult. If you're an artist and you sell your own stuff, you'll know. It's very hard. Not because you don't want to part with it, but because you create it, and I don't know. It's just very hard. I've become very accustomed to it over the years. I don't find it hard anymore. But when I first started doing it, oh my God. Okay, so in the future, we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a businessman. He is a um, usually a father figure. He's a leader. He's an employer. He's, somebody who likes to work. He puts a lot of effort into work. Um, and I asked about him, about who he was. And the response that I got was that he has recently gone through a rebirth. Um, he has changed. So possibly this person, this King of Pentacles, is this person with the business. I do feel male energy here, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I really haven't asked. So in the future, it shows this man, this King of Pentacles, is a successful businessman. He is surrounded by nature, and he has his pentacle, and this is somebody who is accomplished, who knows what they're doing. They know how to make money, and they enjoy what they do. So this King of Pentacles has gone through this rebirth. And right now, he's kind of isolated and crying. It's a really sad card. Isolation. So I don't think that he's actually crying. I think he's just alone. Because when I asked for clarity, it said he is alone. So I don't know. Maybe he is crying. And in the future, it shows him going with the flow, being carefree, just going with the flow. But the Fool is a new beginning. 0 is a new beginning. It's just starting out. So I believe that this is this gentleman who has, I'm not going to say lost his business, because I don't see that it's lost. I see him still working and still functioning, but maybe he needs to revise that business a little bit to where it makes him happy and it attracts maybe a different type of customer. A lot of times, I can say this, you do attract a certain type of customer to a business. And I think that's true of most businesses. And I think sometimes you're so busy worrying about building the business, especially if it's the first time you've ever done it. You don't put the emphasis on the people that you want to attract. And the people that you want to attract into your business are really important, because if you're running your business, these people are people you have to deal with on a daily basis. And no offense to any potential customer, but there are some customers who just are not a fit for you. Just like there's friends that aren't a fit for you, and there's relationships that aren't a fit for you. There are customers that are not a fit for your business. Like, you will get people who fit with your business, and everything flows really smoothly. And if you get a customer that doesn't fit with your business, everything is wrong from beginning to end. Like, it's just wrong. It's just, and that makes for a very hard, very long, and very icky day. Who wants to be in that kind of energy all day long? You want to enjoy the people that come into your business. You want to have a coffee machine, you know, sit down, have a cup of coffee, get to know your customer. I mean, that's kind of, you know, why some people go into business for themselves. They want that interaction. They want, uh, you know, great customers to produce a great product for. Anyway, so this King of Pentacles, um, why is he here? So it looks like possibly he was a bad King of Pentacles in the past. He was controlling. He lacked discipline. Uh, he was angry. He dominated. He was dictator. So he wasn't a good guy. He has a lack of direction. He's feeling trapped. He's got some limitations and some uncertainties, but he's learned some lessons and he's reflected on the past. Again, pretty sure this is this person. Could be, as we get further into this, could be he worked here. But he was definitely not a very good person in the past. In the sense that he was trying to, I don't know, he was trying to control everything. He was rigid. He lacked discipline. He was immature. He was abusing his power, and he was a dictator. So then you've got this rebirth and then aloneness. So he's spending some time alone. He's probably reflecting, which it shows here the Hanged Man, which is waiting, letting go, having a lack of direction, uncertainty, sacrifice, limitation. You know, he's hanging upside down. He's kind of like stuck. And it says surrender on the side of the card. But in the future, it shows for him a new beginning, carefree, go with the flow, and the Page of Wands. The page is a messenger, and it is the messenger of a new beginning. So it is like the very, very beginning stages. But the Page of Wands is taking the first steps. So like the Page of Swords would be thinking about it, not quite actually doing it. Page of Wands is actually doing it. So I'm thinking that possibly it is this man who had this business, who started this business, and he has learned some valuable lessons, and now he is ready to get started on a new creative project. And he's actually getting a little excited and getting ready to move forward. Now, we have a woman that is in the what to do category. And this woman is the Queen of Wands in reverse. And when I asked about who she was, it showed that she was previously a burden. I'm not sure if that's a burden to this gentleman or she felt burdened. There was a burden of some sort in the past. This Queen of Wands is Queen of Wands in the upright is somebody who's very popular, who's very personable, who is very kind and nice. And in the reverse, she can be, she's not in her element, she's not in her right energy, and she is she's a problem. she, she's a problem. She can be somebody, she can be a witch, she can be somebody who's doing like jar spells. She's a problem. She's somebody who is, arrogant and pushy and that kind of stuff. But it shows she was a burden in the past. She is currently in harmony, harmonic energy. And in the future, the near future, she is going to be in this intense energy. Now, why? What does this mean? What to do? Okay, not a good partnership. Something about a Queen of Pentacles, which is interesting because they got the King of Pentacles up there, so it's the counterpart. She's a liar and she's a cheater. It is talking about, and they don't want a new beginning with her. They don't want a new beginning with her. She is, okay, so it shows that in the past it was not a good partnership. In the present, there is a Queen of Pentacles. So I'm not sure. I'll have to pull on that one and see if the Queen of Pentacles, I'm thinking it's another woman, possibly. Somebody is moving on. Forgiveness, healing, acceptance, letting go, finding peace, awakening, and triumph. Okay, but so I'm thinking that this is somebody. This is maybe she's associated, or maybe it's, oh, you know what? This might not be love. Even though it came up with the Lovers in reverse, that is just not a good partnership. So it doesn't have to be a love thing in order to be relevant. It's highly possible that this person maybe worked with this man or worked for this man, and she was not effective because the burden was there. But I think that's her burden. I'm not really sure about. Okay, so this is who she is. This is who she is, and this is why she's here. Okay, well, anyway, it's either a romantic person or it is somebody associated with his business. And he has ditched her because she was lying, cheating, stealing. She was deceptive, strategic. She was lying, deceitful, cheating. She was stealing ideas. She was manipulating. She was being tricky, and she was totally pessimistic. And there's also something here about an offer of money. Like possibly she was offered money to go somewhere else and she actually did. But now it's looking like maybe she wants to go back to this King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is like, no. But there is a Queen of Pentacles here. This person is nurturing, healing, wealth, successful, wealthy, financially secure, motherly figure, has domestic talents. This person, I believe, is being put in place of this Queen of Wands. And I'm not even positive that this Queen of Wands actually worked with this King of Pentacles, or if they were just watching her. Like they might have just been watching to see how she functioned or what she did, or there was a long interview process kind of thing. But they determined that she was not a good partnership and they would not be hiring her, or maybe it's a business partner and he wouldn't be going into business with her, something along those lines. And it was basically because she was just not a trustworthy person. She wasn't ethical, she wasn't moral, she wasn't just. Um, and that makes starting a business really difficult. Then we have an emperor in the energy, in the environment. And the minute I saw this emperor, I thought, this is a guide. This is somebody, this is not a human person. Maybe it's been a human person before at one point in time, but this is definitely a guide. This is an emperor who's been watching what's going on. Um, I don't think this person is in the flesh. They could be, uh, but they have an ability to see or to maybe intuit or to know what's going on in a particular situation. Um, the emperor is known for knowledge and they're known for their leadership and their abilities, but I just didn't get anything about them being human. I felt it was more about spirit. And when I pulled on who this person was, I got no thingness, which is um, nothingness, just nothing. like, um, sitting around waiting for something to be born. And then I got moment to moment. So this person or this guide or this spirit, this I'm thinking it's a guide. I'm thinking it's a guardian or a guide or somebody watching. Uh they're watching everything that's happening. They know what's going on. They know about this Queen of Wands. They know about this business. They know everything. And they may even be guiding this King of Pentacles in some way. Uh, and then in the future, we get comparison. So I think there's probably, he's going to be weighing, he's going to be, I really think he's spirit. I don't think he's actually a physical human being. And then in the uh, greatest hopes and fears category is not having any focus, which when you're starting a business or you're doing something, you're doing anything that you want to achieve or you want to go for, if there is always this thing of like, is it going to be the way it was last time when I lied to myself and told myself I was going to work out for like 6 months and I didn't do it? And, that's what I meant earlier about you got to be like really careful about lying to yourself about things because it destroys your confidence. It just destroys your confidence. You got to be confident. And if you can't be honest and be there for yourself, you won't have any confidence and you won't be able to do that with other people. So this is, and you will do that too. You'll say, okay, am I actually going to focus on this? Like this would be your greatest fear. Starting a business, getting 6 months into it, and then, do I really want to do this? Or do I want to do something else? So focus is really important. Now, here's where things get really, really interesting. The card that came up in the outcome of this situation is the Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Queen of Swords in reverse is a very She's very very cold person, very unfeeling, very dispassionate. Um, Somebody who just really doesn't give two shits, basically. But when I pulled cards on who she is, what I got was that something was complete. There was an ending to something. And there's courage in the current position. And then there is guidance. So, like her guides or her guardian or her angels were guiding her in the near future. So, my impression of this woman is that she is not a cold-hearted, calculating biatch. She's actually somebody who's trying to protect herself. Somebody who has been through something that is difficult, and she is protecting herself from anybody who would want to damage her again. But like I said, this is a problem these days. We have to be really careful because of this spiritual warfare thing. We have to be really careful who we allow into our energy. The question is, what does she have to do with this business owner over here and this Queen of Wands down here? And is she really being horrible? Is she really being, this terrible person? Because my instinct was, yes, she was. She was being a horrible person, and maybe she was responsible for this guy's problems over here. But then the courage and the guidance thing kind of got me, and I'm thinking, well, maybe she's not bad. She's just protecting herself. So explain to me why she is in the outcome. I mean, we've got 4 people here, 3 people and what I think is a guide. So why is she in the outcome? So there's some kind of clarity. Oh, well. So it looks like okay, so it looks like maybe this was a third party type situation. And she is protecting herself. So in the past, she had clarity. She thought that she, new ideas, potential for power, success, mental strength, divine inspiration, breakthrough, sharp mind. Then in the current position, it looks like she's got some insecurity, some boredom, some discouragement, monotony, some despair. And then she kind of pulls herself out of it and she starts doing some planning and looking forward to making a change. But, okay, so I don't know about the third party, but she didn't have a lot of support. Cheating, recklessness and cheating. So I'm going to say this King of Pentacles possibly was cheating with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Or he was having a relationship with the Queen of Swords and, oh, okay, so he was lying. So is the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands the same person? Yes. Okay, so that must be the wife. That's why they're giving me the Queen of Pentacles. Not because she's this great business person or because she runs a business and she's making tons of money. They gave me the Queen of Pentacles to show that the Queen of Wands was the wife. And okay, and is the okay, so she's a liar. She's deceptive. She's been lying. She's deceitful. She's cheating. She's manipulating. She's trickery and pessimism. And this person does not want, this King of Pentacles does not want to have a new beginning with her. So this other person, this Queen of Swords, it shows that there was good energy in the past. Nothing currently. She's moving on. It's gossip, solitude, termination, isolation, recklessness, cheating, and a lack of support. It is the Three of Cups reversed. So it could be a third-party situation. The incoming energy to this Queen of Swords is self-inflicted wounds. So something or someone around her, possibly this King of Pentacles, feels like they screwed up. She hopes that she has strength to get through whatever this is. And in the end, there is karma, unfairness, deception, unreliability, denial, dishonesty, legal issues, corruption, and retribution. So that is why she is in the reversed energy, is because she's trying to protect herself. So this person, I don't know if this wife, it doesn't look like she's actually like in a relationship with him, but it's not showing, any legal stuff that's happened. It looks like things are okay with them right now, but there's no trust. And it's not her not trusting him, it's him not trusting her, and he doesn't want a new beginning with her. So it's not even talking about her and how how she feels about him, but possibly, I don't know, maybe he didn't have a relationship with this one. Maybe she is a business partner, or there's not any love. Okay, there's not a whole lot of love here. So like this person, they like money, they like making money, they like wealth. They don't necessarily seem to like the people that they're with or the people that they're in a relationship with. This one, I'm really not sure. This Queen There is karma. There is uh, it looks like there was some, something between them, but it was all a lie. It wasn't factual. It wasn't, you know, I've left my wife for you, or I'm divorcing this one and I'm marrying this one. There's no love here. There's no love there. There's no love over here. It looks more like a business situation. But I think that's because this person was lying. I think this person was lying to both of these women. I think this person is causing a whole lot of problems, and this emperor is watching all of it happen. This emperor is seeing what he is doing to these women. He doesn't love either of these women. He has no love for them. None. Uh, I'm not even sure he loves himself, but he's alone right now because we went through, remember, he had the rebirth and the isolation and the aloneness. And then he was carefree, going with the flow, new beginning, starting out fresh. So, yeah, either that. No, this is definitely a wife. And this one up here is somebody who, it's a third party situation. It has to be. It has to be because of the Three of Cups upside down in the reverse. But this person knows that they're not getting back together with this person, or they're not having anything to do with this person. The guidance part, the courage part, the guidance part, it looks like that already ended because you got completion. You got completion, courage, and guidance. So completion's already done. Courage phase is now in motion, and guidance is coming up. And the energy coming into that queen is self-inflicted wounds. So generally, I would say that queen, like if I saw that queen of swords reversed, I would say she's a very, not a very nice person. But this one is very nice, but she's very guarded. She is extremely guarded. She is being cold on purpose, and she wants nothing to do with the rest of this. She wants people to leave her the hell alone. That is what she's got up there, and she is hoping that she has strength to get through whatever it is that has happened here. And this one down here, she's in the reverse, but she's got lying, cheating, and stealing in the what to do category. So she actually is a lying, cheating, stealing type person. And there's no chance of this repairing anytime soon. So this would be along the same lines of the relationships that just keep falling. They just keep going and keep going and keep going. And it's gonna happen probably through January. There's gonna be a lot of relationships that go through this change. People can't stay together if they're not energetically matched. It won't work. It worked before. It worked in the old days. It doesn't work anymore. And it won't work. Okay, so runes. This one is Raidho. Raidho. Ravel, rhythm, spontaneity. You're about to embark on a journey, either in the physical world or a journey of your soul to heal something that needs healing. That would be pretty accurate for this read. And then this one is, I believe, also a rune. It's Dagar, awakening, certainty, illumination, completion, hope. A new day begins, and go to work. You become more insightful, breaking through your new ideas. Light is around you. That is the second one. And the third one is also a rune. How crazy is that? That almost never happens. It's usually a rune, a Roman letter, Very rarely do I ever get 3 runes in a row. Okay, this one's Ansu's. Mouth, communication, understanding, message from within. Listen to your little voice. Advice from others, chance encounter, careful thought, so you know what to go for this point in time. Yeah. So I have been seeing a lot of deception, a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of deception. We've been seeing deception, and deception forever and ever and ever. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff about, like somebody comes in pretending like, it would be like somebody comes up to this Queen of Swords who's trying to be strong, trying to break through, trying to move her life in a positive direction. But somebody comes up to this Queen of Swords and like accidentally bumps into her and starts talking to her and sweet talks her, love bombs her, whatever. And then you find out, a week or two into it that it's actually this King of Pentacles like cousin or best friend from school. And he has no good intentions. He's carrying out, bad intentions for this King of Pentacles who cannot seem to let go of this person. And you don't have any choice. If somebody doesn't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. It's just that simple. They want to go. They got to go. You don't have the right. You are a free individual. If you are this Queen of Swords, you have the right to be with whoever you want to be with. Even if that means you're not with anybody. Even if that means you are by yourself. You do not, nobody has any right to tell you what you can and cannot do. And that would include your husband. I mean, divorces happen all the time. So be cautious of new people coming in. Be careful to, really get to know people. Do background checks for shit's sakes. do background checks on people. I think it costs like $25 to do a background check on somebody online. Really. Yeah, do a background check. I highly recommend it. And also trust your intuition. If you're not totally feeling it, if you feel like there's something is off, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, the Black Moon Astrology card is Cancer. I feel. And this one is your feelings are your God. The soul is your temple. Shankai, Shanakaya. Shanakaya. Yep, Shanakaya. I don't know who that is, but that was a quote from them. Um, your feelings are your God. Yep. Rely upon the wisdom of which you feel right now. Individuals born under the sign of Cancer are mysterious and alluring, just like their ruler, the moon, a solitary orb that floats alone in the night sky, yet it is still very much in sight. Cancers have a depth of feeling not easily seen, as if in the deepest parts of the ocean, fathoms below the surface, but where there is great power. Cancers are reclusive and they tend to hide their feelings and have alternating moods. They are emotionally vulnerable and are easily wounded. They can be downright touchy, and when feelings are bruised, cancers can come across as crabby and harsh. They feel for others deeply and are exceptionally sympathetic, but they are highly empathic, but as they are highly empathic, the emotions of others can exhaust them. Cancers are resilient, endure much, and can overcome just about anything, which seems peculiar because they are so sensitive. Cancer is a sign of the mother. Those who are ruled by Cancer tend to be overprotective of their offspring, which means they also like to control and take over. After all, the child is an extension of the mother who also needs to be protected. So she must remain strong and to take care of her young. Cancer is the sign of the imagination. They have a rich fantasy life, so they do well in the areas of creative writing, art, and also music. And with their gut reactions, cancers can also be very accurate psychics. When the Cancer card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured emotions are high. You may want to withdraw, or you may be dealing with someone who is withdrawn or depressed at this time. There is a feeling of being connected to the unseen world, and this includes the world of ghosts and spirits. This card can indicate inherited psychic abilities and even witch blood. There is a typhoon of power behind Cancer's strong feelings, but it can also mean you are in sync with other people's emotions. You'll instinctively know what to do at the right time. This is sensitivity and emotional closeness. There is sensitivity and emotional closeness indicated. If your question is about love, it may be a secret or involve bonded souls, as with a mother and a child. This card can also mean that family and domestic issues need to be addressed. I wonder if this is. No. A mother or a maternal figure is also indicated by this card. Women may figure predominantly women's issues and how women get along. The sign of Cancer is known for good money and for good memory and for the ability to hold on longer, either positively or negatively. So, although it will be hard to overlook any slights at this time, forgiveness is the best response. Right now, your moods may be changeable, just like the moon's phases throughout the month. You may want to hide and withdraw from hurt and pain. Perhaps this pain is real or imagined. But in this solitude, you will build a greater strength to face whatever it is that holds you back. Um, okay. Um, yeah, I just had to check something. Okay, so Cancer card in brief. Women, kind women, female mysteries, the breasts, mother, pregnancy, early life, the soul. What happens at night, the night sky, witches and their powers, creative imagination, uh, being drawn in by illusion and fantasy, what is hidden, what's withdrawn, introversion, seclusion, wanting to hide away, loneliness, secret love affairs, clandestine encounters, culinary arts, nourishment, importance of food and diet, the digestive system, stomach issues, immediate family, the family tree, the tribe you belong to, the past, the history, and all it evokes. Buying and selling antiques, taking an old fashioned view, guilt, remorse, looking back instead of forward, issues with trust, moods, being overly sensitive, drowning in emotions, looking to save or be saved, ruminating over problems while not moving forward, doing the right thing, having compassion, sympathy, and support. The corresponding tarot card is the moon. The key ideas are inner awareness, memory, the past, hiding, seclusion, mothers, and the womb. And I think that's it. I hope that whoever this was meant for, it resonated and made sense and helped. It was a lot. It's a lot of people, a lot of stuff going on. Uh, yeah, it's a lot. Anyway, love and blessings, and I hope. I'll be back tomorrow. So I was gonna say have a great New Year's, but I'll be here tomorrow. Bye.